This is BDevine, and I'm making this again because I started making this video and I dropped the camera off of the thing, so yeah, anyway. So nothing's set up how I normally have it sitting here, but we will get a look. So this is number one. If you chose number one, you also had a nice piece of auralite with it. And we're also going to look at the Lenormand for you. So these are actually the Neon Moon Tarot. We're using the little decks today. So there was a chicken out the window. There was all kinds of stuff that you missed. Never mind. It wasn't meant. I'm starting with the Leclerc Lenormand, and you want to look at your moon sign, the third house, and Mars energy right now, and see what those messages also bring in your natal chart. It's really easy to do. Okay, all you've got to do is look it up online, free natal chart, and you'll see. Okay, these are the things. That was just for a little bit of fun. All right, number one, we are moving through this today. What is coming up with your Lenormand as well? Okay. There definitely is a sensation of deception around you at the moment, because not only do you have the snake coming up, but you have the coffin and the fox. So something is indeed changing for you, and there is a situation that you may not be able to trust. The energy always with the fox is focused on cleverness, and it has a lot to do with things that are happening or occurring with work, or something, a situation that you have recently ended, number one, as well. There's also this energy of something overseas. So have you been talking to someone overseas? Maybe you're on the internet talking with someone, or this is a dating app or something like that. You need to be careful, okay? There is something that is underhanded. There can also be, with this snake, this can also be sometimes a female, and the person has fairer skin and darker hair, kind of like Snow White's. Now, there is also just this complete need for something to finish here, and that you already have an idea of what this is, okay? So let me just clarify this section, because this is your main section. The main section here, that's why it was sitting up like this, is the deception, unfortunately. So what else for number one? And it has been blocking you. The mountain is there. But you do have that positive, okay, so you do have that positive ray of sunshine on everything, but also the message is here. So if you don't know this already, that there is a connection that you have with someone possibly overseas on the internet, networking, someone who has an affiliation with something overseas, it is definitely a masculine, although you could also have a feminine working on this as well. You're going to hear about, yeah, see, it backed me up. So this could also be a couple that are interconnected in this whole mess, what you have been going through. Make sure, this is so important. I just had this woman come to me this morning, and she said she got a free reading from somewhere, from somehow, from some scammer, saying, oh, you know, you've got this and you got that, give me some money and I'll fix it for you. And straight away I said, here you go, here's a free remove negative attachments. Here, Listen to it. I'd already given her 2 other declarations as well, and she still went and got a free reading from some scammer. Now, listen. Please use your discernment, okay? There are people all over my page on Facebook. I'm always after it. I'm checking it every single day, 3 times a day, making sure I can get rid of it. Because people will take your picture and then they start messaging everybody, and the person's like, I don't know why they would think this, but they go, oh God, there's BDevine. Oh, she's messaging me. Oh, she wants to give me a free reading. Bullshit. Come on. No, I'm not. Okay? I give everybody free readings every single day on every single platform, you know. So why am I going to be messaging random people out of desperation like, oh, you need to have a reading? No, all my information's right there. People do it. They take my profile. They take it. If you go and check, click on the person's profile, they're going to have no followers, no body, no post, no nothing other than my stuff, my picture, my background. That's it. Okay? Be careful. So there's negative vibrations here, and, you know, people might be pushing this energy upon you. Okay? You have the power to clear it yourself. You don't need anybody to do this for you. You just need to be take discernment within yourself. You need to be proactive on your spiritual journey. Do it. Now, the sun coming up in this reading shows the positive outcome. It doesn't matter what the hell's going on right now. You're going to figure this out anyway. Okay? So just beware. I am so tired of scammers and all of that stuff, because it really damages the people's information. It really damages the people's reputation. So here is, yeah, see? The little bits and pieces that are going on. But in your business, you're doing great. There's a gain here. There's wealth and abundance. So whatever, you know, you could also be going through a time of exciting news coming in. But remember that this is just reflecting to you a situation in your life that you don't need to have with you anymore. Now remember, I've been saying to number 1 for a little bit of a time now that you can't repeat the same patterns and think it's different because of whatever it is that you're telling yourself. Oh, it's different because I'm this. It's different because I'm that. It's different because I'm here. It's different because I'm there. No, it's still the same thing, and it's not going to work. So many of you may be figuring that out right now. Okay, so let me get another thing going on here. Wait a moment. And a theme, it's probably going to be something to do with relationships here. See? Watching, looking, perception, stalking. So, new phase and rekindle, renew and regrowth, change mind, rise from the ashes. So no matter what has been happening, okay, you get through it because the sun, the phoenix, it's all there with you, okay? Let's have a look at your neon moon cards. They're different. I'm going to get them out before I start talking. These actually, I think they glow in the dark, okay? What does number 1 need? Okay, you've sacrificed yourself enough here. All right, here we go. So thanks for subscribing and liking this video. We are going to get past the algorithms that don't like BDevine because BDevine's going to tell you the actual truth and not lead you around by your nose, okay? They don't like you knowing that, all right? So, here we go. You have sacrificed yourself enough for a particular situation, maybe more than one situation in your life. And you're ready to move ahead into those next levels of awareness. And you have the Ace of Vials and the Ace of Wires, which is Wands right here. So you have this new start. You also have the Fool sort of in between it all, right? So this is, to me, in this area here, this is what you've already been going through, all right? This is what you've already been experiencing, and then this is your new start. The focus is also in expansion and understanding yourself in these different ways as well. So I feel you have been missing. You've been missing in a sense where the next, it's like, you know, something's coming up and you're waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it to happen. And, you know, maybe you are paying attention to things a little bit too much in one area of your life and not in the other. So there needs to be this balance that needs to come in. Your focus here is on forward movement. And I feel for some of you, there is travel ahead. There is movement. So, or that movement is key. So if you're not moving your body, or you're not taking care of your body, and you're not looking after yourself, but you're looking after everybody else, you're going to feel resentful, flat, tired. You're going to have kind of this sensation of being all stuffy and, you know, because you're irritated, right? It's like you have an idea and you haven't executed it yet at all. You're not even nearly there yet because you've been focusing on everything else. However, this is telling me that because of the things being pushed in your direction, because things have been so in your face, and because things have been like you just know what's right for you and you've been ignoring it or denying it or something, because it just keeps on building and building. The moon's coming, the eclipse is coming, the human resonance is crazy, the solar flares are going nuts. You're feeling all of these things, placing things together. You're trying to stay grounded. You're not getting distracted. And you begin to understand that you're opening up a different pathway for yourself. The pathway to success is going to be the golden pathway, like paved with gold is the words that I heard. So it's going to light up. You know, when things in your life are right for you, then you will light up. Your energy will become really, really calm and at the same time powerful. You will have understanding of so many things and excitement for the future. You'll feel peaceful in a relationship, not exhausted and stressed and sad and worried. You know, people come and say, is this the right person for me? Well, what do you think? Why are you asking? You already know? You're worried? You haven't healed from your last relationship where something went wrong, so now you're panicking that it might be so good that it's going to go wrong. Ask yourself these questions. You have a lot of talent that you're sitting on. A lot of talent of yours is going to waste on everybody else. Number one, you have mastery. You know what you need to do, okay? There is love. There is lasting support and rapport with someone as well. There is changes in your environment that are coming in quick and fast, and you're going to have to hang on to your hat. I see a horse with somebody here. I saw a horse go rolling past the cards. This is a white horse. It does indicate freedom. I mean, that may be also another message. Maybe you need to free yourself. You just need that, you know, when you have this energy, you actually have the energy of Mars here. So there is a push. There is something urgently trying to get your attention. So you need to pay attention to that. Don't get yourself distracted. I'm now going to do a message from Archangel Michael, so just bear with me. Greetings, number one. Yes, you are number one. You need to be grateful for yourself. You need to really take a good look at where you have come from and be really grateful for how determined and how powerful you have become, and you are the reason behind it. We angels can help open the pathway for you. We can clear the way forward. We can motivate you through signs and symbols and sounds, and we can repeat messages to you as well. But really, ultimately, you are the one that pushes forward or you do not. You are the one that is determined or you are not. You are the one that is open to these changes in life or you are not. And it is time that the world awakens more completely, rather than awakening and then worrying about the awakening, rather than making a decision and worrying about the decision, rather than getting into a pattern and telling yourself that it's not. All of the things that you do to confuse yourself, have a think about it. All the things that you focus in on, why? Ask yourself these questions. Is it worth your time or energy? This is a powerful statement. It is time that the phoenix rises from the ashes, that you understand that you are a created being of light and you're creating all of the time. Yes, you do have all the power that you need, all the skills that you need, all the abilities that you need, but you just need you. You need you to believe. You need to stop believing in everything besides yourself and trust in your forward movement. Trust in your decisions. If you make a decision and you're unsure of it, say to yourself, I will be sure of it. I will understand it. It will make sense to me. I'm supported. Instead of, what if it's this and what if it's that and what if is one of the worst enemies you can have. Now, number one, go reevaluate, work out what you need to remove and do it with love. Surround yourself with light. Listen to the inner calling. Listen to the positive voice. I send you love from the angelic realms, now and always. Okay? You've been told? All right, number one, thank you. All right. Number two. You have the fluorite moon, which is so cute. And fluorite is very good to work with animals. So we're using the Beautiful Beasts Tarot today. You can put fluorite in your animal's water bowl. It would be really helpful for them. And you can use fluorite to open up all of your own abilities and work with the elemental realms a lot more as well. So you have the moon, and the moon is going to be very important coming up here. We're also going to look at where you should look on your natal chart for some extra advice. Where you have Taurus, where you have the South Node, and where you have the 4th house. Okay? Taurus, 4th house and the South Node. Something about your home, something about your past, and something about yourself, your structure, your finances. Okay. We're also going to use the Leclerc Lenormand to start with. So here we go. And there'll probably be an archangel that will come through right at the very end to give you a message. What does number 2 need to know? This is also a healing time here. Okay, so for number 2, there is also a healing time. Now, the snake comes up as cheating or untrustworthy energy, deception, okay? But it only really enforces itself in that way when there's a lot to surround it. So here, to me, this feels like there's healing that's taking place. Something that was blocking your pathway. A teen that has been going through some conflicting thoughts, feelings, situations is now able to go through a healing. There's also a message coming from an older person. This person could also has been unwell. So this could also mean that there's a new direction happening here. A message coming from overseas, something that is bringing stability into your life, a gift and decisions that need to be made, that you're not hesitating as you move into the next cycle of your life. Don't get into any conflicts with anybody at all. It is time for you to gently move into your future. You can't fix everything for everybody. It's like there's just some kind of amnesia that's washed over a lot of the population over the last few years. And it's like people aren't even functioning in the right way anymore, or seeing things in the right way. And I know that many people have lost their, or believe that they've lost their spiritual connection. You know, when you put things inside of yourself, chemicals and pharmaceuticals and, you know, whatever it is that you take, you don't think that's going to alter you somehow. Look at all the side effects on medications and things like that. For that one thing, you got to take all these things and you got to take something to counteract all those things, and those things have something that's counteracting that, and this is going to counteract that, and we've got to fix you here and we've got to fix you there, and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, your liver's about to explode from all of the chemicals. You know, natural therapy is the way. Natural therapies is the only way out. And you have to address, and this is for everybody, have to address your limitations, your fears. You have to address your past. You have to see yourself as capable. Otherwise, you're just going to follow the, oh, well, I'm going to get to 50 and this is going to happen, and 60 and my bones are going to be this, and 70 and I'm almost out of here, right? Just everyone's in this demise pattern. But what I'm saying to you is that you do not need to show any confusion. What you need to do is understand that you are far more powerful. You are far more capable. You have everything that you need within you, and you have to embrace it. If you're embracing it, you know what I mean. There is no time left for a vibration of, I can't. That just does not exist in my vocabulary. It shouldn't exist in yours. You can do anything. If you believe in yourself, be grateful for yourself. See where you've come from, right? See that anything is possible with belief. Right now, there are situations around you that are going to show you other people's gratefulness of you. I'm going to show you those things. I'm going to lift you into that direction. But you have to make a choice about the next part of your journey. Is it going to be more of the same? As we go into this eclipse energy, I'm going to be doing an Akashic Records message for you all soon. There's more to the story. There's more that's coming ahead. Okay? We're going through history-making times right now. And we have been since 2020. And even before that, 2013 was massive too. But just understand that you're always going to understand. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing. We can look back and go, oh, well, geez, there it was. But we just got to understand that we are always going to be exactly where we need to be. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Don't listen to fear-mongers and stay away from readers who are just, it's such bullshit out there. Come on. Listen to something that really, really inspires you, that's lifting you, that's bringing you into positive energy. I don't care who it is. If it's sitting there, if they're sitting there telling you all of the things that you're stupid for, or all of the things that, you know, are after you, or people that are talking about you behind your back, and, oh, this person's really jealous of you. Oh, your boyfriend's cheating, your girlfriend's cheating. What the hell's that? No, they don't know what they're doing. Please stay away from it. Yikes. Okay. I also have, we're going to get sort of a theme here with the mystical messages. The runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Okay, what's going on? Golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one side. Oh God, are you guys going through this or what? Are you? Sometimes this is not talking about a relationship that you're currently in. Sometimes it's talking about the past or your family members, okay? Or even friends, okay? There is also a sense that some of you want to just hide. When something goes down, you're like, okay, just wake me when it's over, when September comes, right? Some of you want to do this. Now, a narcissist, okay, will never look for or seek help. They won't teach about helping people either. Why would they? It's not somebody who is open to making changes in their life. So a narcissist, you might not get along with somebody. If they're a spiritual person or they're really trying to heal themselves, you might not get along with them or whatever, but that doesn't make them a narc. The behavior that makes someone that way is definitely moving very fast in a relationship. So you go through the love bombing. They're just giving you everything that you want. And all of a sudden, this nasty monster comes out of nowhere. And they scream and yell or rant and rave to see if you're going to stick around. Right? And if you do, it's going to continue. Also, they only are about themselves. So sadly, you know, in friendships, sometimes that's all you hear is the one side of the story. And when you have something to say, nothing is said. So if there is anything that is out of alignment in your life, a friendship, a relationship, an ex, a partner, you know, something that you were dealing with family or whatever, it's going to come to the surface. And if you are afraid of the next part of your life and you're always just like running away from difficult situations, hopefully you're going to this time make a change. This time understand who you are. Let's see if we can get you some more advice. Yeah, many of you are feeling locked in. Okay. Wow. I don't know. I'm not counting cards or whatever. I'm going to. My feeling tells me to stop. Okay. All right. What's going on? Yeah. I think that what's happened here is that someone from your past or someone that you knew or whatever is about to get into a serious amount of trouble here, perhaps with the law. There is a sensation that there is a karma going on that you don't know about. Now, this person was definitely a thief. Okay, so this is landed on this narcissist thing. This person stole something, more than one thing. And they have also been caught in a trap that was set by people that were watching this person for a while. This person's not in your life anymore. This person's not in your life anymore. I love that. Some people are getting caught, you know, for the things that they've done, for the things that they have caused so much damage for other people. Now, there were so many people in my life from the past that just seem to get away with everything. I used to literally think to myself, do I have to be a scoundrel in order to succeed? Do I have to be someone who just rips people off? Because that's who, you know, unfortunately, the spiritual community will go to all these weird people and listen to all their bullshit because they want to hear some kind of fortune telling, which is just bullshit, because you can make a decision at any time and change the outcome, right? So it's like the people in the past that have ripped you off, cheated on you, abused you, are getting it back. People who completely lied all of the time, told big, tall stories. If you weren't worshipping them, you were the worst person in the world. The person who doesn't shut up. That is one of the biggest signs of someone who's so weak and has something to hide, is that when you're in a group, they don't shut up. How many people do you know like that? Me, I mean, I'll start talking once I've had a few drinks. Right? Which happens from time to time. Who cares? But yeah, this is an action that's taking place, and you're getting the message. You're getting you just need to know. You're not going to probably see it with your own eyes, but you need to know that karma is flying in everybody's face. It's going to be there all through April as well. And it's good or bad. So whatever, and no one can escape it. No one can escape the karma that's coming. I'm telling you, you may have already experienced it this week. Not always in a bad way. I mean, if you're a really great person and you do great things, you're going to get it all back too. But if you've been waiting for someone to get their comeuppance, well, wait no more. It's done. Now, this person could literally be going to jail. This person is tied up. There's a health concern as well. I'm getting the message for you in here of your beautiful practices that you're doing, the energy of home, the energy of happiness, the energy of finally reaching a destination, your willpower taking over, right? But this angst has been with you for a long time. You know, going through the legal processes, for example, of, you know, a child, and I went through it for 13 years, of pleading with people to understand the situation, having psychologists on side, having psychologists work with my son, having independent lawyers for my son, and each one of them saying the same thing, like, God, this kid's got to get out of here. And each time we went to the courthouse or whatever was going on, the judge didn't know how to make a decision, because once a child's been in its position or in the house for a long time, they know that they can do more damage by pulling them away. So you're like, oh, well, okay, so let's just leave them in an emotionally damaging place then. Okay, that makes sense. Not, right? So there's situations in your past where something's just not right. It's just not fair, and it just keeps coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. I know, okay? But then there's this one glorious day. For me, it was with my son realizing for himself just exactly who his father is, without me having to say a word, without me having to prove a thing. It just happened because that's who a narcissist is. They show their colors eventually. Now, in your case, it's happening. You just have to know that it's happening behind the scenes. You're moving on. You're moving forward. You're making your mark in the world. You're lifting yourself into a new position. You're doing all the right things. Don't get caught up in any details, drama, issues, whatever right now. Don't worry about what someone else is doing. Just know that justice is being done. And this can mean changes to your life in a big way. So, for example, with kids or whatever is concerned, maybe if the parent gets arrested or something, what's going to happen? The kid's going to have to come with you. If you're the step parent, it's going to be a big change too. It's going to be life-changing, right? These sorts of things. New job, all of a sudden you're fired. Okay, all of a sudden you're like, what the hell am I going to do now? Better job comes along, changes your life. A person comes along, wants to connect with you. A person comes along, there's a new place available. Like, there's just these sorts of things where you go crashing down, then woof, right back up. Karmically, make sure that you're also dissolving any cords, ties, connections, anything that keeps you triggered to something from your past, keeps reminding you, keeps it flashing up into your face, right? Make sure you're dissolving, not cutting. Dissolve. Go have a look at my videos, all right? Protecting yourself properly, getting rid of negative energy. If you need to email me, email me. I'll give you removing dark energy and attachments. I'll give you a recording. Go ahead, use it. I'll give you a house blessing tape. Listen to it. Right, recording. Anyway, you've got all of these big things coming in, but I am telling you now that whatever has happened from your past means nothing as you move into your future, because you're dissolving down those timelines, okay? And you're moving into a healed reality. So you want to make sure you're not repeating or trying to recreate something from your past, or telling yourself that it's fixed when it's not, that you're really understanding your emotions, that you're grounding yourself, you're lifting yourself into a being, into your higher self, into your being of light that you are. And you're not taking any lower vibes ever. You're not listening to it, and you're not taking it personally, because that's your problem. I know this. I used to take everything personally. It made me so sad, because I would think, why would someone think that way? They don't actually. They're just projecting all of their BS onto you and hoping that you'll suck it up because you're an empath. So just understand human nature. There are those that are mentally challenged that could get help, and they could very well have a spiritual attack on them, but they won't do it. And we have to ask. If you really want help, you have to ask, right? And there's those that are victims of those people, and they are there in your life to teach you And if you let that be something to think about, it's actually quite a powerful thing. You have a lot of beautiful energy coming in. Don't let anyone spoil it, is the bigger message. I'm going to close my eyes and get you a message from Archangel Gabriel. Dear number 2s, beings of lights, this is Archangel Gabriel coming to you with many thousands of angels from the angelic realms. As always, you are a messenger and you have messages to give. However, don't become disgruntled and don't allow yourself to stammer or stop your messages because it might make somebody else feel a little uncomfortable. You need to continue what you came here on this planet to do, and that is to understand that you are a sovereign being of light, and as such, you have a mission to find your inner peace, your inner happiness. You have to decide that you're happy in the here and now before you've even gotten to your goals. You need to decide to be grateful for yourself, for your journey. Be grateful for those people in your life that have taught you things, that have lifted you up into the space that you're in now. Be grateful that divine justice is being served, and it always has been the way of it. It has to be that way. Know that as you move into new cycles in your life, that it may be tempting to recognize an old pattern and fall for that. Try really hard to resist that vibration and understand that there's something even greater for you. You have the capacity within you to achieve so many things. It is time that you all start to recognize your inner power instead of always looking at your inner weaknesses or what you perceive to be weaknesses. Sometimes the things that you resist in life are your greatest talents. It is time to really begin to see yourself through a new lens and understand that you are loved unconditionally. There is nothing that you cannot do, be, or have. It is up to you to grasp the next part of your journey with both hands and understand that you're in control the whole time. What consumes all of your thoughts controls everything in your life. This is a song lyric. It's actually one of BDevine's favorite song lyrics because of how powerful that statement is, how true it is for all of you. There is going to be a great change coming to you and all on the planet, and it is a blessed change. Do not fall for fear tactics. Understand that you can lift yourself up and away from negative vibrations and people and places and set yourself on a new course. Do this for yourself. Understand how strong and capable you are, and know that you are now and always eternally loved. I am Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Number 2. There we go. Let's get into number 3. Thank you. All right, number 3. You have actually chosen, without realizing it, the Chinese Tarot. So this is a deck that I actually gave away a lot of years ago, and I hadn't been able to find it, and here it is. So maybe this is a message about what you think you've lost. Sometimes there's a way of coming back. Hey. All right, we will also be, and you had a moonstone crystal as well. So that will also help with your intuition and your focus. We're going to start off with some Lenormand cards. And just give me a moment. I don't know why my candle has gone out, but it has. It shouldn't be going out, but it did. Oh well. All my little candles are going out here. Let me bring this one over here. Oh, come on. Yikes. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Firstly, let's look at these. Saturn, second house, and Scorpio. So what you want to look at is where Scorpio is on your natal chart. Read about it. Where the second house is and what's sitting in the second house. Read about it. And Saturn, past patterns, structures. Read about it. What house is it in? Natal chart. It's free. Free natal chart. Just make sure it's actually more accurate if you do know what time you were born. That's kind of important, but you can default as well to just like unknown time. So I think it will default to like sunrise. Okay, let's see what is in the immediate future for number 3. This moon is going to be really important, okay? On the 27th, 25th, 27th? Okay, coming up. All right, I'm going to do one more. Over here. An ending and a beginning. A faithful friend. So there's a situation where someone's going to need your help, okay? Maybe you're going to be a little bit more on call than you normally would be. There's also revelations that are coming because it's something that you set into motion a while ago. The book is knowledge. Usually it's unknown or a secret knowledge. Maybe this is about someone that you really are deeply connected with. It could also be a friend because we have the dog, right? The bear can also talk about nurturing or feminine energy, nutritional energy, mothering energy, protective energy as well. And the moon would coincide with this because the moon is also connected with nurturing and the feminine and the intuition. So something closing off in your life and then very quickly beginning. Perhaps this also has to do with a relationship that was new and it just finished all of a sudden. Or for a younger child, something that they're going through as well. The energy also of gifts coming in, some information coming to you, text, phone calls, messages. Hey, maybe there is a letter coming in your mailbox. And that's going to be very pleasant news as well. So something that brings you happiness here, something that needed to come to a close in order for this new beginning that you're looking for, what you're really truly looking for. And a lot of independence energy, even though if you're in a relationship with someone, there's still a lot of independence and strength. And that's also really, really good too. Okay. Yeah, really positive energy here for number 3. Good, because number 1 and 2 have got a hard time going on right now. All right, so also along with this, we're going to get some little themes here. There's all my kittens are right outside my window. Okay, number 3. See, there's that separation energy, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you. Someone's missing you. Or you're getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date. Oh my God. Okay, so for number 3, this is kind of interesting. Like I said, something endings, then there's a new beginning. I'm telling you now, if you people don't heal from a relationship, you can't keep on jumping into them, because it'll just keep on popping up, that same problem. And then you're going to be older and older and older, and then what? See? There's something coming for you, though. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. I would be really wary of something that happens real quick. But anyway, everybody to each their own. Let's go. Number 3. There's love in the air. There's also someone missing you, thinking about you. Well, what it is that you need to know? What do you need to know? Let's have a look. Right, that's coming out. Here comes the sun. Little darling. Number 3. Okay, let me just get the cards out. We'll figure it out here. You can always take my courses. You can always talk with me. Have some mentoring. Do some shamanic work. Figure out what you need. Okay. Well, you're going to have a reason to be really happy here. Wow. Okay, so this little guy's hanging off the end a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had these cards a long time ago, as I told you. It's interesting to see them again. All right. Number 3. You are above all of this stuff. I'm going to tell you. I don't know what you're doing. Why are you making some decisions that you're making right now? It's beneath you. Some things that have been going on. Now, there is going to be some very, very positive changes here that have come from situations of your past. Remember, because your Saturn card's coming up, Saturn came up here. The structures of your past are being put to the test at the moment. Now, where you think there is no abundance, it suddenly changes here too. But you're doing something that is not quite you, or what's the word? You're making some decisions here that are not in alignment, or have not been in alignment with your goals. Maybe this is also just showing that you know that, and so you're doing your best to fix it. The balance is coming back into your structure. There was definitely, if you were in a relationship that is broken here, there was some kind of infidelity, or there was something that you couldn't trust. You were fighting with yourself all of the time, or they were just totally using you. You have to also see before it's talking about dating and blah, 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 something else is coming in. You got to really work on your self-worth. You got to work on understanding your healing, because if you jump into a relationship too soon, even if it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you're going to put that person under a lot of pressure to fix things, because they're going to want to help you, and you've got all these trigger points. Some people just walk away. So make sure you're understanding your strengths, and that you're focusing on a direction that is strong. That you're not coming at things from a place of repair or weakness. Because if you're still saying, oh, do you really mean that? Oh, maybe you're just full of it. Maybe you are going to notice something bad about me. Maybe there's someone better that comes along and, you know, you're going to take off with a younger model or something. Or you're going to find someone else attractive or whatever. Because if you're doing those things, you haven't healed from the betrayals, right? And you've taken someone's action as something wrong with you. No. Understand that you're an individual and another person is an individual. If they have done wrong, they have done wrong. They're going to do wrong whether you're the Queen of Sheba or Heath Ledger. They're going to do wrong because that's what they do. It has nothing to do with your looks, your smile, your butt, your figure, your boobies, whatever. It has nothing to do with it. And, you know, if a man or a woman's going to cheat, they're going to cheat. If they're going to go off and do something and it's, you know, undesirable and it hurts you, it's telling you that's your life. You're going to have a life of hurt. You're not going to change that unless they want to do it. So don't look at someone's behavior and suddenly think you have to change. Yikes. Those things need to heal. Now we have this embracing of emotion here. You may cry this week. You may be going through a lot because this moon is pushing things to the surface. If you're Libran, you're going to have, you know, a big effect because of this moon and wherever that is in your chart, right? So if you look at your Libra sign and wherever that is, and then you have a look at the opposite sign on your chart, it will really also help what's going to be affecting you and where in your life. You need to take your power back. For some of you, there's been a loss of a parent, or something shocking has happened, or there's been a heart issue. There's been some kind of inflammatory issue. For some of you, there has been scattered emotions and inner stress and turmoil, thinking of one thing and then another and then another and another. You're not seeing all of your worth yet, and that's okay because you will. The Sun oversees, the Hierophant is here, the Emperor, the Tower, the Strength, the Lovers. You have major points in your life right now that you are working through. I love to see the coins everywhere because there's a relief here with your finances. There's something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness here, an offer being made to you, perhaps a romantic offer, date night, something that needs to happen. But if you're still struggling with a past situation, it's not going anywhere until you address it, okay? This is also, this could be an inheritance from a father or a masculine, something that maybe has been blocked. Something that wasn't, maybe you weren't aware of it. April is a very powerful month for you, number 3. And of course, March, you chose number 3. Decisions need to be made. Also, this next part of your life, decisions need to be made here. I just feel like there is this very lucky element actually to this particular reading here. There needs to be a cleansing, a decluttering as well. You really need to focus yourself on all that you have within yourself to offer as well. If you shoot for the moon, you're going to land amongst the stars, right? Do it. Aim higher for yourself is what I'm getting for number 3. There's something that's beneath you. It's not worth your focus at all. Ugh. So understand that the universe is supplying you with some pretty amazing gifts here that you're going to be able to use to help other people, but also most importantly help yourself. Notice them. They will come. When gifts are coming from the universe, they are surprises, they are dreams, they are number sequences, like a lot of number sequences. There is a song that repeats. There are a message that repeats. There are seeing something online and then you see it again. There's seeing something and then your partner comes and shows it to you. There's love hearts everywhere or angel everywhere. You start seeing or sensing a calm and peace. There might be a scent of flowers. There might just be a sensation within you of just releasing a lot of tears. Like, happiness all of a sudden. Now, something that's coming negatively, all of a sudden your mood changes. All of a sudden you're overthinking. All of a sudden you're angry, right? This sudden anger is one thing, right? If your mood is changing and you're suddenly angry, who have you been speaking with? Who's sending you stuff? Who is being negative around you? Have a look at your health. If you're all of a sudden gaining a lot of weight or all of a sudden losing a lot, something's going on. If you are not noticing the number sequences, if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling all over the place, if you're feeling uncertain, if you're feeling fearful, if you're having bad dreams, okay, there's a negative attachment. It's pretty simple. It doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with you. It's very easy to fix, okay? But you need to empower yourself in the right way. And take notice, because if somebody says to you, how do I explain it? If someone is noticing that you're in a downward spiral and someone's noticing it, they are your friend. Okay? They're concerned about you. Don't be cranky with them. That's the negative thing talking. Okay? Just do something about it and know that you've got all the tools available to do so. Okay? At the same time, a real friend notices when there are positive things happening for you. Right? Not just always noticing the bad things and all of that. They have to acknowledge the good things and the good news that you have. And if that doesn't happen, you already know. And I'm not talking about just forgetting to say something or whatever, because they're always there supporting you and they've always been that way, right? It's when they just time after time after time after time after time are not acknowledging the good things that are happening in your life. They don't care, okay? Just understand that you're going through adjustment periods, number 3. And in these adjustment periods, you're going to be working out many things. And I want to give a message now. This message is coming from Archangel Uriel for you, number 3. So I'm going to channel this in. Here we go. Hello, dear ones. This is Archangel Uriel working with you whenever you ask. Right now, I've come forward as an angel of ministration, an angel of fire, an angel that helps to clear the way, to clear the debris, to help you see clearly what you need to be doing and where you need to be going. And remember that the angelic realm don't really tell you what to do. We just encourage the path that you've laid out for yourself. And if you are wavering from your path in any way, you will be signaled. Doesn't mean that you have to listen. We angels come forward with opportunity and growth and healing. We come forward with easy ways out of situations. And we ask you why it is that you don't take the positive advice at times and instead resist. As a psychologist, angel, as well, I will challenge you to ask yourself certain questions. These questions will bring to the surface things that need to be cleared. Are you truly happy where you are? Are you truly happy where you are? Okay, if not, why not? If you are truly happy where you are already on your pathway. Do you have challenges in your way? If you do, why don't you ask for assistance and allow the outcome to be an easy one? If you have asked for help and assistance, maybe you didn't like the help and assistance that you received. Maybe you think then that your questions go unanswered. And we say to you that not everything is as it appears to be at first. That there are deeper lessonings that need to happen that you've chosen. So although your first thought is that didn't work, later you will see, oh yes it did. Better than I could have done. You will see. You will see that as you go through life, the things that you found extremely difficult, you still found a way out of anyway. The things that have happened in your life that have caused you concern, have caused you worry, are a long time ago now. Imagine something that was on your mind all the time, many years ago. Where is it now? Long behind you. There are going to be changes for you, number 3. You're already feeling this. You're already knowing this in yourself. You need to know that you're supported every step of the way as you move ahead. If you stay stagnant, you won't see any changes. You're going to see just all the things that are already around you. You need to appreciate yourself a little more and don't allow other people to have you and not appreciate you, to be in your life and not care for you. For you to be the one that fixes everything all the time is not your job. You can lead people to their own healing, lead people to their own choices and decisions, but you can't fix something for somebody else as much as you might want to. Many of you fall in love with potentials of someone's perfect life. However, they have to see that for themselves or it will never happen. Understand that there are great gifts on their way that you are always going to be provided for, as long as you have that expectation as well. And see yourself as already capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. It's very important. The belief is very important, because once all of you have belief, anything is possible, it will be. But whilst there is still a fear of failure, you may not see all that can happen. Fix these things within yourself. Don't believe the things that have been said about you. Instead, believe the positive, loving vibrations that are here for each and every one of you. As life changes, get excited. There are things that are going to fall away, but there are things that are going to replace it in a much higher vibration. And this is because all of you are putting your heads together in a sense and working on things in your own way. Know that you are powerful beings of light. You always have been. You are in charge of your own destiny. We send you love always. Speak to me whenever you need to. I am Archangel Uriel. So, I hope that this was helpful, these readings today. And I'm sending each and every one of you lots of love. You know where I am. And I thank you all. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Until the next time, bye for now.